Grooverelly in the building.
Yo, what's up? This is cøzybøy. We just came from the Dallas show in Dallas. It was fire. Everybody played a good set. It was a good time. The last show I did in Dallas was right before quarantine. It was my last show before quarantine. And it was awesome. And I was like super stoked. We had a bunch of shows set up after that. And then it all hit the fan and everything got canceled. So this is my first time back. Man, it's probably She Was My Virginity Complex. That was probably my favorite one. I just think like lyrically, probably like one of the best I've ever written. And then also like structurally, it's just like mad different. It's like a rap verse and then like singing, and then it's like another rap verse, like a singing outro, but there's no like hook or anything like that. It's just all story, all like substance. There's quite a bit. Man. I'm trying to think of one that's not as like out of pocket, but I guess the one that comes to my mind is from that song, and it's chin deep in pussy, guilt heavy on my shoulders, which I feel like is kind of deep, you know. I think it's kind of self-explanatory, maybe. That one's easy. That was probably the Feel Away music video, and I just think like aesthetically, it really kind of like showcased what I'm about with like my artistry, and I think like just like the performance was cool, and like there's like a bunch of red lights and candelabras and all this random shit. I shot in like some loft in like downtown LA. That was pretty cool. And then probably the music video for You Deserve Better, actually. I really fuck with music videos a lot. And then I actually have these two music videos that are unreleased right now. One is for a song called Wake Up Dead that's out, and one's for a song called Partially There, and like those videos are probably the two best videos I've done so far. I'm falling so slow within you. Honestly, it'd probably be Nicole Doppelganger. She's like this like indie artist. I feel like I can't tell if she's underrated because I think that she's actually like really popular in her niche, but like lyrically just like some of the best lyrics I've ever read. I just love like reading lyrics in general, so just some of the best lyrics I've ever read, and just her voice is crazy. I've definitely DM'd her to work and never got a response, so. Watch me fall for you. I had a few different projects before cøzybøy, and when I made cøzybøy, I actually kind of told everybody I knew that I quit music because I was just going through a lot, and I had a lot of vulnerable like thoughts and things I wanted to write down. And I was always like a writer, you know, I always like writing things like poetry, like short stories. And I feel like what I kind of did was I just told everybody I'd quit making music because I didn't want anybody to like listen. So then when I first started dropping music under cøzybøy, literally I told absolutely nobody, and it was just like a faceless project on SoundCloud. And that was when I dropped my first song, I Swear. And then it just kind of went. Like, not really like telling anybody about the project and what I was doing. I felt like it allowed me to be like super vulnerable. And I realized like that's what I feel like people connected with the most. And I think that, you know, like again, it kind of emboldened me to be even more vulnerable and tell people. But I think that, I don't know, I think it's like a cool case study in like, you know, just really being yourself and saying your raw thoughts, because a lot of other people have those same thoughts, and, you know, that's the thing that really resonates. And if you can say thoughts for people when they can't say them, then, you know, you give that person a voice. I'm gone. I think it just goes either way. Like for me, I can't even really feel like I can claim the faceless artist thing, because I wasn't faceless for like a crazy long time. But I think that it's really cool. And I think if I were to do it all over again, I'd probably ride that a lot longer. Like I have a lot of respect for like Sad Boy, Lund, like what The Weeknd did like early on. Like I think that stuff is like really dope. And I think if I had bigger balls, I probably would have done it for a lot longer. Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't Nicole Doppelganger, like probably Corbin. Corbin really inspired me like early on. Drew a lot of inspiration from him, and then I just wanted to make it even more like darker and specific. Whereas I feel like he talks a lot about like general concepts. But yeah, working with him would be crazy. His verse on Not Fair, Kilroy is pretty fire too. So it's cool that he can do like some pop shit and also like keep something. I wish I'm not really that kind of person, to be honest with you. I don't even know what crime I would commit. I don't really have that kind of urge. I feel like I would just be like, oh cool, like money doesn't matter right now. Like I'll probably just, I don't know, I just fuck off and do my own thing. I would just say the best thing to do is keep going and don't doubt yourself like at all, which I think that's probably advice that a lot of people would give, but it's so much easier, at least for me, it's so much easier said than done. And I feel like there was a lot of like self-doubt and stuff that held me back. Like I'd always work and I'd always be creating, but I would get really caught up in like releasing sometimes and like some other stuff. And like I think always doing what you feel, especially as an artist, is like correct, because that's sort of what you have to do. And the more you kind of stop listening to other people and the more you just listen to yourself and do what you feel, you'll start seeing like just everything just come back like way harder, you know? And I feel like that's kind of like, even where I'm at right now, I feel like I've been really just like tapped into me. For me, it's probably work ethic. I think if you, like people who know me, like some of my like close friends, like it's pretty much all I do. I just work. And I don't even just work on music, like there's other things I like to work on. And I think work ethic is like just really, really important. It's something I really value. I think that's like the only way to really get good at something. Like, what's that? The thing is like hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard and all that type of shit. Like, firm believer in that. I don't even think I'm the most like, you know, I mean, I'm definitely not the most talented person, but I don't even think I'm like even that talented. Like, I just feel like I work really fucking hard. And I feel like that's how I've gotten as far as I've gotten. Bitch, but I can't find a way to escape the empty. I'd probably make a movie. That's what I would do. I love film and I love writing and I love storytelling and I love long form art. And it's frustrating because I feel like even where I'm at as an artist right now, I would love to do more long form, but it just doesn't stick. You know what I mean? Like just with the current day and age. But I want to get to that level where it's like, you know, you had Kanye's like 30-minute Runaway, you got like The Weeknd doing the whole Euphoria, sort of Euphoria, whatever show that's gonna be. To me, like super long form content is like really, really dope. You can really tap it. Baby, my love, tell me is it enough? Gripping my wrist with your hand like a cuff. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, I used to read a lot as a kid. So I just like read like a shit ton of books, which is obviously, I feel like that's pretty like long form depending on what you're reading. And video games, like storytelling in video games to me was like so much better than anything like a movie could even show you, you know? So I was always just really into like, I just love story, like Kingdom Hearts, so fire, like Halo, the Halo storyline is crazy. I remember there's even this game, it was called like Musashi, it's like really in the cut PlayStation 2 game, but just like, man, like I was always such a sucker for good stories. Then it was like I started writing like songs and I was like, oh, this is like, we're only writing 50 words? Like, that's easy. We're writing like 1,000 words, 1,500, 10,000 words, you know? So it's like, it's kind of just like whatever, you know? It's a different form of art. There's a lot more precision in it, I think, in a way. Holding me down, pulling me down. Baby, I'll go down. Cliche, but it's probably Fight Club. I love David Fincher as a director. I love A24 films, although that one's not A24, but yeah, I love Fight Club. I think it goes like mad deep. And the book's really good too. Chuck Palahniuk is like an amazing author. I mean, next I'm just gonna be dropping a lot. I'm probably gonna be, especially like 2022, probably dropping a song every 2 weeks. I basically have 3 albums that are like almost finished, so I just want to get those like really like toned in. I think aesthetically I kind of want to like upgrade in terms of like delving more and more into like the film look. A lot of music videos, a lot of really creative like music video ideas I've been brainstorming. I always try to do stuff that I feel like I've just never seen. Like my last music video that I did for Wake Up Dead, like the concept was basically like I woke up on the river Styx on my bed. River Styx is like, you know, like the river from Hercules or whatever when Hades was on it. And it's like, I just bought a bunch of like Halloween bones from like Amazon and like threw them in a pool, and then I got like a blow up air mattress, and then I, you know, dressed it up like it was like a bed, and then I bought like a fucked up oar, like a paddle, and I was basically just like performing in the middle of a pool, floating with bones with like this thick fog machine and like lights, and like with a paddling around in this pool. And I was like, I've never seen that. So it's like, I really think like that's what I'm gonna be doing next, is like really leveling up like the visuals. just shout out Grooverelly because you guys are fucking lit. Well, anyways, this is Cozy Boy. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. Make sure to check me out. You know, watch some stuff, listen to some stuff, and shout out Grooverelly because they're putting this whole thing together and they're booking shows and they're for the culture.
Sounds heavy on my eyes now, falling with your size, girl. I have between your thighs. I'll fuck you with my love.